going on, guys, and welcome back to our Survive in Java series. And today we are going to be doing a couple of things. One is we've got a whole bunch of shulkers here for our Charge Creeper project, and two, we've added the Netherite upgrade token, which I completely spaced on actually needing for all of our armor trim collection needs. We are still missing the Ancient City one, the Woodland Mansion one, and the upgrade token. So what I thought we could do is start today's episode off by actually going out and getting the upgrade token by hitting some more bastions. But what we are going to need is respawn anchor, thank you. And we're also going to want some boats. Have we got boats at hand anywhere? Yes we do. Let's just grab a bunch of oak boats. Then we do the auto slot refill. And then we want a couple of empty shulkers. Is there anything I can throw into this one? I do not know. I really want to keep... Do I really need all of these horns on me? You know what? I will... Which one's which? That's the one I like. These two can go in our loot boxes that we've been stocking up, and then the coal can go into there. Flight, and your damage, and then we got our sword and all of our goodies. Good, awesome. There's also another thing I added, another texture pack in order because we've got the armor trims now. I was tempted of adding the armor trim mod to the actual server, so that way everyone could see what everyone else was wearing, but it would mean that everyone joining server would then also have to install the mod separately. So I have opted just to go for a texture pack, a custom item texture pack. I forgot the maker of it, but there's like 300 different textures. We're going to be going for the blue morpho butterfly elytra. So let's just see what this one looks like. And you know what, it actually looks pretty cool, and it matches. That's what I wanted it to do, basically match the trim on our armor set. Like, that does look really freaking cool. I actually like that one quite a lot. I've made sure that Cloud's also got the texture pack running, and he sent me his own custom wing texture pack, just so that way if we are meeting up at all, we can actually see what the other one's intending to look like, rather than it just looking like the bog standard. But I do like that little texture pack, and the actual colour of it, and matches our armor set pretty well. But let's hop into the nether. I'm going to go to the centre and then fly out. Oh my god, there's a giant slime in the nether. You know what, I'm just going to leave him there. I can't be asked to deal with him. Yeah, I'm going to go fly out around about 500-600 blocks in order to generate new terrain. I'm going to use one of Max tunnels, because once we reach the end of one of them, where is it? Over here. Once we reach the end of one of these, it tends to mean that's where newly generated chunks are going to be starting to generate. So yeah, once I find one, we can sort of just run through me opening a chest one, and if I get into any sort of hairy situations, I'll bring you back, and probably be a lot of cursing on my part if I do get in another hairy situation like last time I hit the bastions, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Netherite upgrade. Oh my god. First chest I actually opened as well. We'll take the arrows just because. I'm going to carry on looting this place just to see if I can find any more. Ancient debris. And garbage. Let's see what we got. Oh, soul speed. And crown obsidian, chains. Teddy killed it. Oh, crap. Not meant to fall down here. Fine. Yay, upgrade token. Enchanted golden apples. I'll take the diamond sword. Ooh, another upgrade token. And a bunch of garbage. Oh, there's a spawner. Okay, this may be a little bit risky. There we go. Ooh, okay, 3 upgrade tokens. Oh, pig set. Yes, please, I'll always take them. Alright, so that one is now ticked off, and we can add this box to our box of loot. 2 more ancient breeds, soul speed 3, which to be fair we've got like infinite, but we did get another pig step disc, which is good. 4 more pickling brute heads, which is awesome, and another snout banner pattern. Our plates are on this side. Nice, so that is our upgrade smithing template. Oh, so ingredients are just netherite ingots and crystals. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming you have to use one of them with a netherite ingot on a piece of diamond. And by the looks of these, it looks like it would be nether brick in order to duplicate these. Let's grab some diamonds and let's just quickly have a look to make sure. Should have nether brick just over here. Scrap you. Just to double make sure and like triple check that we can actually dupe these. Can we? Nope. Okay. Smithing template. That would be you. Oh, so just never rack. Okay, that's a lot simpler. Yeah. Bing. Well, we're going to constantly need a bunch of these, so I don't mind just killing all the diamonds that I had on me to do that. So now we've got 10 plus the 2 there, so that's 12 more upgrades. Wow, upgrading armor has just got like significantly more expensive, hasn't it? Really. And we want to put our netherrack back away. And our nether brick. You're just an empty one. So what I'm going to do now, what we actually have to do is find an area for this charged creeper farm that I've designed, and it cannot be in any warm biomes, which means that we can't build it anywhere in our jungle. It has to be in either a cold or a normal climate. So plains, like over here, we've got a big sheep farm over there, which it could go to. But I don't want it to be in a frozen area either, because it does use water streams in order to move the creepers around, and I don't want the water sources freezing, and I also don't want to have to put a roof over the entire thing, because it is a relatively large footprint. So I think somewhere in this plains area, provided no one's got any builds over there, like it's not too far away from our jungle, it's not outside of the 5,000 block in case we do want to do well trimming to keep that a lot more simpler. So, and it's not too far away from everything else. Like we've got our, I know that we've got our hostile mob farm. Which direction was that built in? Oh, that's down towards the southwest, so it'll actually be closer to us than our hostile mob farm, which is good if we build it somewhere just over here. So yeah, let me find an area over here. Let's set a temporary waypoint, pick up all of my shulker boxes and sort of flatten out an area enough for me to do this build. Let's get rid of these boats. I left a bunch of boats in that place as well, the bastion. We've also got this diamond sword that can go in the loot box, ready to be sorted. That is everything, so let me grab you guys. If I'm going to have enough pockets for this, please tell me I do. Okay, happy day. So yeah, let me go over there and we can just jump straight into a time lapse of me building it, and once it's built I can then give you the run through of how it should all run and function. Hopefully it will be running and functioning by the time I bring you back. So yeah, hop straight into a time lapse. Alright guys, so we're joined here by Cloud and his luminously bright yellow outfit. I've put the water systems in place, and the system with the creepers is working. The creeper farm inside the creeper's head is also working. Like, they're all coming down fine. The problem that I didn't really foresee is that when they come along and they're dropping into the pods, they are despawning because obviously we're so far away and they're not name tagged, which is a massive oversight on my part. See, just like that. What it does mean is that I'm going to have to create like a little station thing here, that where they're bobbing along, I'm going to have to like name tag them as they're going like across, so a person can sort of stand here far enough away that they're not going to blow up, but close enough that they're able to name tag any creepers going through. Which means I'm going to have to light up and spawn proof 128 blocks in every direction of the farm. Which is just going to be so long. But all of the other functionality does work. I will walk you through the functionality of it. If we're able to get a creeper into... Let me see. Can we like get an arrow down to one of these things? So if we open up this one, like that guy just dropped in there. Oh my god, he scared the crap out of me. So that guy just dropped in there. So they come along, they drop in, they activate an observer, which will then close the glass block above them, and then that will stop any more creepers from coming into the tube until they're ready to be charged. When lightning strikes, it will activate this circuit here, which will then push the block above the lightning rod. It will supercharge a creeper while activating this mini circuit, which is a monostable circuit, to activate and deactivate this dispenser with water bucket to put the creeper out. Because obviously when they get supercharged, they also go on fire. Sometimes they end up dying, depending on how much tick damage they take each one. And then in order to let them out, you just have to shoot the target block at the top, the ones that are lit up, let you know that there's a creeper inside, and as if you can actually get a shot on them. I may actually have to put them higher just to make it a little bit more accessible. So when you shoot them, it sends a signal down. Oh, I got creepers. It sends a signal down to push this block out to allow the creeper to drop at the bottom. Now I still need to do a collection system to funnel them all into a main collection pod, where I can then cart them off into different directions depending on what I want to do with them. But we're going to have a bit of a lengthy time gap between here and our next sequence, because I'm going to have to sort of spawn proof a massive area around me now. I'm also going to have to move the... I'm going to have to get rid of the AFK spot, so that's sort of non-consequential now, considering that I thought I completely overlooked the fact that we're going to need name tags on these guys. So like, we've got creeping in there. Once it gets supercharged, we can then shoot the target block up there. Can we get a shot on it? Oh, no. No. Yay. He comes out of the bottom and he's ready to do his thing. Now, if there's a collection chamber, obviously he's then going to be able to get funneled off to wherever we want him to be. But yeah, an oversight on my part on the fact that we actually have to name tag creepers. I completely forgot about that. We can't just give them items to hold or anything to stop them from despawning, because they suck. Okay, bit of a jumpy time gap, so I guess I'll catch you after we've done some massive spawn proofing. Alright then guys, so after some massive amounts of torching up, everything in 128 blocks radius around us, as well as all of the caves underneath us, have all been fully torched and lit up. Took a fair bit of time. We've also cut a little hole underneath here to do the name tagging, so the only thing we now need to do is get up there and actually knock out the torches that I had to use in order to deactivate the actual farm, and I've fallen through. God damn it. That was completely unintentional. Let's pretend that was completely intentional and ignore the fact that I completely forgot that there was a hole there. Okay, hopefully the creepers don't fall down there, otherwise I am screwed. Let's see if we can't aim directly up here. Awesome. Oh, again with the closing of the fences. Come on, let me up. Thank you. So, if we go break Q, break Q, break Q, and break Q. Do the same down here. Now, because there is no other places for these guys to spawn, this is probably going to be a little bit more productive than the last lot. I've got the name tags on me, so what we are going to do is start recording with our replay mod, so that way if anything goes wrong and I die, we can see it in slow motion. Let me go down here. And then it's a case of trying to wait here to see if creepers spawn, and if they spawn, to name tag them. So hopefully we'll get like a better angle with the replay mod. There we go, we've got creepers coming in. I need to make sure that I name tag them only once, so I can't hold right click. So if we go click A, he should be swimming up. Go up. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, there we go. Name tag you. This is not good. They are building up. I'm not too sure what to do here. Let me go up here. And let me stop them from actually going up completely until I've sorted out that problem. I thought that they would just... Oh. Oh my god, no. If I do it one further along, where the water is too high, that way they will get into that and swim up higher, rather than being stuck on that little lip. Yeah, that's my bad. Got contestant number 2. Hopefully I'm high enough, but low enough that he's not going to blow up on me. Okay, I got him name tagged. Yay! Next one coming along. Name tagged. It's like a conveyor belt, isn't it? Next one. Tagged. Next one. Tagged. Alright guys, so hopefully it came out alright in the replay footage. We did end up having to move this over, and then we've got 24 of them all name tagged, and they've all landed comfortably in their pods, ready to be supercharged. As soon as their supercharged block goes in, they have water poured on them for a split second to put them out when they catch on fire. And then it's a case of us letting them out to drop into a collection system that I'm going to be doing underneath. So what I'm going to do is start making a sort of rudimentary collection system, just digging out columns basically underneath each row and having water streams come in and pushing them into a collection pod. So that way we could just have one full pod that we can then get minecarts to pick up the charge groupers individually. This farm is actually kicking out quite a fair few, but because of how long it is and how long it takes them to reach the end, not many's actually making it to the very end to die that aren't getting name tagged. So in order to have this to be some sort of efficient gunpowder farm, we would have to have like 3 different players on, keeping every single sort of segment of this loaded, because as long as the mobs within 24 blocks of the player, so much less chance of them despawning. As you saw, there was one just there that just despawned, and that is because neither me or Clowd are within 24 blocks of it. But nevertheless, what we're going to do is have another pretty large cut. If I'm on while a storm is happening, I will make sure I record it. I'm hoping it does happen while I'm digging out the columns to do the collection chamber, but I can't guarantee it because you know, storms, sometimes you'll have 3 in the space of an hour and sometimes you'll have 1 in the space of 8 hours. So it's all sort of hit and miss when it comes to thunderstorms, but we will see. Nevertheless, hopefully we get a storm. Otherwise, it's just going to be a lot of waiting around for me, to be honest with you. But yes, I'll catch you back in a bit. Alright guys, so a little bit more time's passed and I've done a couple more bits and pieces. One, I've put in a piston just up the top there in order to stop the flow of creepers coming in just when we're trying to sort stuff out, because it was becoming a bit of an issue each time I was trying to mess with the redstone and sorting out these drop chutes and stuff. Having more and more, I don't want more coming into the system when I want to be feeding these guys out. So what I've done is dug like a trench, and as you can probably tell from the previous clip that we did actually have a lightning storm whilst I was doing that, and then me and Cloud went round with the channeling tridents and just made sure all of them were charged, which is all happy days, and we've now got 24 creepers all fully charged and in their pods. I've dug a trench that goes down 3 blocks with a top layer of glass and green terracotta just to sort of run around the trim. And that leads to a main collection pod, which is over here, which has a minecart collection system underneath it. So what we can do is actually see if these are working. I've got a crossbow with normal arrows, just so I was able to do this. I didn't also take into consideration just how high the glass was. Do that. That then drops that creeper. And we've got another one in its place, which is unintentional, but it is what it is, I guess. That one will despawn because it's not name tagged. Let's just make sure this guy makes his way all the way through to the actual drop chamber. Happy days, and he didn't actually take any damage, which is the main concern there. So yeah, what I can do is make sure all of them go into that collection chamber, and then we will have all of these free for the next batch as well, which is happy days there. So what I'm going to do is get all of these guys transferred. He's on his way. I did another one drop into there. They're lining up to get in these freaking pods, aren't they? I didn't even see that one either. I need to make sure that the ones I'm dropping are the charged ones. Do you know? Very tempted just to make some alterations. I probably will make alterations to this in the future. More than likely off camera. But, oh, how did I miss that? Boop. Yeah, so what we'll do is we've got this now fully up and running. We've got our first batch of charged creepers. No idea what I want to do with them, but our machine wanted us to make a charged creeper farm, and quite frankly I think that is a pretty beastly looking farm. As far as creeper farms go, it's probably the most intensive and complicated one that I've made yet, especially with all this redstone everywhere. But nevertheless, what we'll do now is hop on back over to base, where we can, yes, we can do it this way, awesome, where we can I'm surprised at how quick it is. I had a bad feeling that if there was one waiting up the top, they would just drop straight through into the channels underneath, but that doesn't seem to be an issue, which is extremely good. Okay, so there wasn't one there. Yeah, so we can hop back to base and actually have a roll on the machine, and I can show you what I'm doing different now with the placements. Where we're removing items, I'm going to be replacing them with something. So yeah, let's hop back to base. Oh, home sweet home at last. Felt like ages since I was last here. Okay, so what we want to do is, so it's along the corridor upstairs, start is spinning, so that starts going on its way round. Now where we're being left with the gaps where we're actually doing projects, so we've got one up there and we've got one up there. I've started naming a dragon's breath of all different sort of status things that we have to adhere to for the next project that it lands on. So that way if it lands on, say, this one, it means that for that entire episode while working on that project, we have to only eat spider's eyes as food. And a lot of them are sort of bad things. I've not thought of any good ones to use actually. So I'm just going to go side to side and grab you. And side to side and grab you. Okay. Oh. Well, both of them ain't great. No elytra is going to go there. And then we've got... Oh no, no elytra is there. That one's going to be exploding rockets. So we can only use fireworks, they explode. If they land on both of them, that would sort of cancel one another out, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's see what this actually lands on. Like, the one bad thing about this is that I don't know how long it's going to be for each one, so we're just going to fast forward till it lands on whatever. And we've got number 2. So we're on the second row here. Okay, glowing farm, mushroom, mega rice farm, industrial district project, witch hut farm, status, massive Neverwar farm, and then zoo project are our options. Let's see what we get. Would have been amazing if it landed on that. Okay, fast forward. And we've got number 2. What we're going to be working on? Mushroom farm. You know what? That is a relatively straightforward project. I'm fairly sure, just like the charge creeper farm, I'm going to overcomplicate it in one way or another. But yeah, it means that we can add you. What are you? No sleeping. Oh, that one's going to be interesting. That can go in that place now. So our next main project is going to be mushroom farming. I don't know if that's going to be mushrooms themselves or mushroom blocks or a mixture thereof. But that's another project down. We can put the mushroom block over there as our active slot. Yeah, but I think that's definitely going to do it for today. We have definitely gone over our aimed time slot. I know it depends how well I manage to edit the video down, to be honest with you, because I've got around about 4-5 hours worth of recorded footage. But nevertheless, hopefully you've enjoyed the charge creeper fun, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next episode. Bye bye.